Hi, this is Fred Engel, the creator of Grampy's Games. This tutorial is about creating accounts and allowing the people that you want to play with to be in a group together to play Grampy's Games. The basic steps for registering are as follows. First thing you need to do is provide your email address as a username. Verify that that email address is right by entering the code that was sent to you at password that you'll have to enter twice. Give yourself a nickname, give your group or community a name, agree to the policies, save your info somewhere so that if you do forget what you've done, you've got a copy of it. And lastly, add users to your group so you have people to play with. Grampy's Games consists of a bunch of groups. Each group has at least 2 people in it so that they can play games with each other, but it can have many more than 2. So it's the organizing principle around Grampy's Games. All users belong to exactly one group. The creator of the group is the administrator of that group. They register with an email address and they have access to creating other users, changing users' passwords and names, and basically are control of that group. Inside the group, you have a username, which is usually their formal name or an email address, and you have a nickname, the nickname that you're known by inside the group. So as you navigate different menus and different screens, your username is your nickname. The nickname is what's visible to people. In addition, we have the concept of friends. A friend is someone who belongs to a different group, but has been given permission to play with someone inside a group they don't belong to. And again, remember that group names are needed when logging in. People tend to remember their username and password and forget the group name. The first screen that you see is the login screen if you have not logged in before. If you've logged in before, it pops you right into the game, so you don't have to log in every time. To log in, you need a group name, a username, and a password. And we're here to talk about how to create those for yourself and for other members of the group that you want to create. In order to do so, you click on Register Now, and that pops you to the next slide. This pop-up is just to remind someone who wants to play the game but doesn't want to create their own group, wants to belong in another group, that this is not the route to do that. The route to do that is to call the group owner and have them create an account for you. So if you really are intent on creating a new community, then you go ahead and click OK and move forward. The first thing that's needed is to create a username for yourself. And that username is used for logging in, and it's your email address. So you enter that, click on I'm not a robot, click on OK. When you clicked OK, we sent a code to the email address that you provided us. And like with many other applications, you go there, get the code, enter it here to prove that that email is valid, and then hit Submit Code. Now that we've verified the email address, we're interested in having you enter your password twice, as is often the case. Passwords need to be at least 8 characters long. They need to have an uppercase letter, a lowercase letter, a number, and any one of the following: an underscore, an @sign, a $sign, or a dash. The goal is to have passwords that are a little harder to break into for obvious reasons. When you're done, you click on OK. Bring you to the next screen. Here you enter your nickname. You don't want people to call you by your email address. You've got a name within the game, and so my name is Fred, so I entered Fred. As we explained earlier, group names are a strong part of Grampy's Games, and so this account that you're creating and the username that you're creating belong to a group, and now you need to give that group a name. The name consists of characters and numbers if you want, and it'll be the name that your users will use to log in and identify themselves with. Lastly, you've got to agree to our privacy policy and our terms of use. Given that we expect children to be on here, we have some additional wording about what we do and don't do to make sure that we comply with the policies for having children on the game. Relative to cookies, the only cookie we have is one that sits on the machine that you're on and recognizes the fact that you've logged on before so that you don't have to log in every time you come on the machine. We don't store them, ship them, deal with them in any commercial way at all. This screen has all the information you gave us so that you can take a picture of it or copy and paste it somewhere, store it so that if indeed you forgot what it is that you did when you created the group in Grampy's Games, you can go back, retrieve this information, and make use of it. You've now created your group, created your username and account, and now you're ready to play. Unfortunately, you haven't created any other users within that group, so there's no one to play with. So what you now need to do is create users. You do so by clicking on the settings button up here on the top right-hand side. That'll then bring you to the settings screen. This is the settings screen for group administrators. There's a different one for users that you will create, and there's a different one for super users. So if you look here and see what it is you're looking at, this lists all the users in your group. Right now there's only you, just the one. If it was longer, you could scroll up and down it. If you click on here and hit display user over on the right hand side, it'll show you information about that user. It won't show you the passwords. You can change passwords, but you can never look at someone else's password. It initially is filled in with your information. If you want to make someone else be the admin, you can click on this and make them the admin for the group as well, so you don't have to be the only one. And then you can add friends here. If there were friends, you'd see the friends here. Getting back to the left-hand side, this is where you add new users. And so we will make use of this screen to add a user so that you have someone to play with. As you can see, we've entered some information for the user we want to create. The user's name is Elizabeth. The nickname is Betsy. The password is easy. We've entered it twice. And as you can see, it's a very simple password, and users within your group can have very simple passwords. We next click on Add New User. As you can see, we've created Elizabeth successfully. If you look at the top left-hand side, you can see that there's Betsy and Fred. They're now the two accounts, so we have two accounts. We could add more if we so desire, but we'll hit the exit settings and show what happens when you actually want to go play. We've added all the users we want to add. In our case, it was only one. We're now back in the main screen, and you can call up Elizabeth and say, log on, here's your information, let's play some games together. I hope that was a useful tutorial. I hope you enjoy Grampy's Games and get a lot of satisfaction out of playing games with other folks. If you do have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to send an email to info@grampysgames.com. Thank you.